Good evening, class. Today we are going to see about virtual reality applications in medical field. So here we are going to discuss about how virtual reality can be used in the field of medical applications. And how it can enhance medical field. So I'm gonna give about an overview about how virtual reality, what is virtual reality, and how virtual reality can be used in the medical applications. So, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is an artificial environment where you can interact with the where you can interact and produce a result. So it is kind of a simulation where you artificial simulation where you can train and practice diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitations. So virtual reality can be used in how virtual reality can be used in medical field is for treatment purpose, diagnosis, and practicing purposes. We can use a virtual reality. So virtual reality, how we can generate virtual reality is based on computer generated simulation. So you can it allows 3D models of organs and patients and procedures where you can perform surgery, practice surgery. So it can also produce artificial environment where it can be used for patients who are suffering from PTSD or traumas. So by using a virtual reality, it can enhance the efficiency and used for medical educations and reduce surgical errors. So, how types of virtual realities? So, virtual realities can be categorized into four types, where first one is fully immersive virtual reality, where you can use a virtual reality headset and you can view into a simulated simulation environment. And semi-immersive virtual reality is a 3D projection of 3D projection of simulation, and for example medical holograms. And third is a non-immersive virtual reality where it can be used simulated in a system or a computer. So it can be used for medical learning and medical practices. You can learn about anatomy of several organs like hearing systems and nervous systems and other systems. Last one is mixed reality. In other name, augmented reality, where virtual reality is simulated in the real world. So, a real world environment. That is fourth type. So how how virtual reality can be used in the medical field? Virtual reality can be used for majorly can be used for three applications. One is for surgical, another one is for rehabilitation, and last one is for treatment purpose. So surgical application where you can learn about anatomy of organs and how you can perform for surgical without any less complications. And for therapy purpose, you can use for patients like who are suffering from PTSD, anxiety, and other mental disorder. So it can be used for virtual reality can simulate artificial environment, and it can be it will simulate artificial environment. It can be used for sense distraction where they can calm their mind and mentally. And last for the rehabilitation, it is also similar to PTSD therapies, therapeutic application, where it produces distraction, so that they can be distracted from their pains or physical injuries. Lastly, this can be also used for research purpose also, where they can develop drugs and other biomedical applications. So, what are the technologies used in the virtual reality? So, virtual reality can majorly consist of headset, and the You can majorly know HTC Vive, Valve Index, MetaQuest. These are all the available VR headsets. And haptic feedback. Haptic feedback where devices are are used to interact with these simulations, virtual simulations. So it can be used there. It gloves, sensors, and other components which can be used for sensing purpose. Next one is AI and machine learning. Machine learning, here it is used for producing the simulations, which can be virtual patients or real-time diagnostic purpose. Third, 3D medical imaging, where it can produce some artificial organs and other human organs. Lastly, cloud-based VR platform. It is used for storing the simulated environment. Advantages of virtual reality in medicine. So how virtual reality can be used to used to in the medical units. The advantages are it can reduce the surgical errors and provide lots of training for surgical and other purposes, and it can be used as an distraction purpose for therapy patients who are suffering from traumas and rehabilitation purpose. So the limitations are here is patient who are suffering from motion sickness like height and other sickness. It provides some kind of discomfort to those patients, and it has a limited access to patients, real-time patients, real-world patient interactions, and data security as some risk in this cloud-based applications. So the future trends in virtual reality is kind of AI-driven virtual surgery assistance, where it can be used for robotic surgery. Advanced haptic feedback, which can be used for rehabilitation purpose. Cloud-based VR training for medical studies and who are studying for medicines and doctors, surgical. AR guided surgeries which can be used for surgical purpose, surgical training, and integration of with the 5G technology provides some more efficient VR applications. So in conclusion, virtual reality can be used for several virtual reality can be used for several medical applications, for surgical precision, patient treatment, a medical education purpose. So we can see in detail about how virtual reality can be used in these medical applications in for upcoming classes. Thank you.